Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Uma Maheshwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Now, I'm going to explain about the analog communication video lecture series. That is, in this particular PPT, I'm going to explain about the introduction to communication systems. Introduction to communication system. It is nothing but the process of exchanging information from one location to the destination. It refers to the process of sending, receiving, and processing of information or signal or the input from the one point to the another point. That is source destination to the flow of information as it is given in the block diagram. And the electronics communication system is nothing but it is defined as the whole mechanism of sending and receiving as well as processing of information electronically from source to destination, and to produce an accurate replica of the transmitted information, that is to transfer information between two or more points through a communication channel with a minimum error. The various examples are radio telephony, broadcasting, point to point, mobile communications, and computer communication, etc. Then here message, it is nothing but a physical manifestation produced by the information source and then it converted to the electrical signal before transmission by the transducer in the transmitter. Then the next one is a transducer. It is a device which converts the one form of energy into the another form. Input transducer, it is nothing but it converts an input message into an electrical signal, where microphone is converts the sound energy to the electrical energy. This is nothing but a message input transducer and the uh, output. Then the output transducer, it placed at the receiver which converts the electrical signal into the original message. Example, loudspeaker which converts the electrical energy into the sound energy. Then the signal, where here are the electrical voltage or current which varies with time and is used to carry message or information from the one point to the another point. This is nothing but the analog signal which is shown here. The waves are like a sine wave, but a digital signal is nothing but only zeros and ones will be included in the digital signal. The next one is the block diagram of analog communication system, where first here source, then the data is being transmitted to the input transducer, then to the transmitter, and via the communication channel medium and a receiver, and finally to the output transducer. This is nothing but the block diagram of a digital communication system. Here the sender will have a separate part and the receiver will have a separate part. Sender will have a source where the channel encoder will be there. Encoder process, here the data is being encoded and it is then modulated. Whereas in receiver, the data is first received from the antenna and then it is given to the decoder, where the encoded data is being decoded and is finally given to the destination. This is the familiar communication system, that is a antenna and a TV station which is being used in a household. Then how the data is being transmitted from the antenna to the other devices is being uh, given here. Then how the mobile phone network will exchange the data between the sender, receiver, and to finally to the other networks. This is the communication system which is used in the car, that is GPS, how to track the GPS data that is displayed here. Then by using Bluetooth, how will exchange the data is being shown in this familiar communication system. Then by using Wi-Fi is nothing but will use the data from the other mobile phones by connecting through the Wi-Fi hotspot. That is being explained. It is also a one type of communication. This is nothing but a block diagram of a transmitter. Here the various signals is being transmitted using a audio amplifier, RF amplifier, and the carrier signal. Is it consists of 5 transmission systems, that is capacity, performance, distance, security, and the cost. Then a block diagram of a receiver, where here we will be having local oscillator and a intermediate frequency amplifier, where the data is being demodulated and finally given to the destination. Yes, receiver receives the electrical signal from the various stages of amplification, frequency conversion and the filtering. Here the destination is where the user receives the information such as the loudspeaker, visual display, computer and the monitor. Next one is the assessment. Well, what is mean by basically the communication? Then we can explain the various examples of modulation has been discussed here, and the transducer uses is been discussed here. Thank you.